Dawn rushed into the storeroom, crying in fear. She immediately locked herself in behind the door, collapsing at the door, crying. She had lost all her strength and hope. Her hair fell misty on her face. There was a cut on her lip, with sweat flowing as she was too scared. God, please help me. Please help me, save me from my husband. She was stuttering while crying in fear, praying to God and shivering. That's when she heard the slam on the door from the other side. She quickly covered her own mouth with her hands, not letting even herself to be heard by him. Wrong, baby. I know you are in there. Kindly open the door for me. I swear, I'll be gentle too. She was acting so sweetly and calmly, but she was crying, covering her mouth, shaking her head in fear. When she didn't respond to him, it triggered his beast. Open the door right now. He kicked the door aggressively from outside, which made vibrations insane. More shivers through her, as if he had really kicked her instead. She crawled on her knees and palms, not even able to stand up to them, moving from the door to corner of the room, hugging her knees and pressing herself into the corner. She shivered in fear, crying as he shouted and cursed her, and kicked the door again. Are you gonna open the damn thing, or should I break it down? She is trembling even though the doors are locked, but hearing her husband shouting, she is panicking. She was covering her mouth, suppressing herself, trembling in fear, helpless. She was scared in the corner, not daring to let him come. She knows what he would do if she opens it. Mom, I'm telling you to open the door by yourself. If you don't want me to hurt you, well that. Otherwise, you can't imagine how much I can do to you. If I come inside on my own. She didn't respond to him as she was crying in fear and shivering. She knows how terribly he can kill her, he said within seconds. But she is not in the state to open it and let him come in because she knows he would do what he said even if she opened the door or if he can break in the door.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Is it possible? She asked with herself. Then he turned towards her, meeting her sharp eyes. He spoke with confidence, not even hesitating a bit. There is nothing impossible for me. Just wait and see how I make the entire king final fall at your feet by using one. My last hope is on you. This Jungkook never breaks your hope, man. Now tell me about her college, details, and everything you have gathered about her daily schedule. As far as I found, Varun studies computer science at the University of Tokyo, working toward her dream of being a software engineer. She is in living in dorm with her friends. She continued telling everything before Jungkook came back. He told his mom to gather all details without wasting time, and his mom did as he said. Now it's easy for him to get down into his hands. And after, that's enough now. I'll handle the rest of the things for now. Just wait and see. Meanwhile, Vine came to the morning classes, and when the bell came, the teacher left the classroom. That's when all students stopped open and gasping and making noise in the entire classroom, except for one person, Vine. Vine was focusing on the upcoming assignments and minding her work, but her friends took the notebook away from her and making her finally look at them. Hello, Miss Brilliant student. At least let your brain get some time. You didn't really get done. Sian, give it back to me. No, not until you say you will come join us. I must wait. I told you that I'm not interested in these parties. Then where are you interested? Except for one. Tell me another one. I'll tell you where she has more interest than anything else. Ria, no, don't start it again. Getting embarrassing. Her interest is only in Jungkook. who is her brother's wife's younger brother. She has a crush on him, but won't tell him. It's so weird. Hey, stop it. First, you need to stop hiding your feelings. I know your feelings for him are more than just a crush, because you have rejected anyone who proposed to you, and you are just preparing to stay single, as if he will come to you by himself and propose one day. Stop this and confess to him already. I just can't see. Please don't force me to confess him. She took the book from him and went out of the classroom. Sia and Leah glanced at each other. I can see she loves him that much, but why can't she simply confess and move away him? Maybe she is scared that her family won't accept him. But it would be handy better if she also had a boyfriend like us and could enjoy time with us. I miss her whenever we go out for fun, but she stays in the dorm room. She has never even talked to him, only seen him. Now we expect her to have a boyfriend. That's too much. The words said. Fanny was in the room reading a book while lying down on the bed. She felt the cold wind blowing in her outside the room. She got up and went to the window to close it, but she saw an ice cream van passing her. She licked her lips. I want ice cream. She took money and her phone from her bag and walked out of the room hurriedly, and she loves ice cream. She rushed out and saw the ice cream van already leaving. She hurriedly started running, but her foot stumbled, sending her body to the ground and hurting her, as she couldn't catch herself. Before she could get hurt, a strong hand pulled her up and made her body collide with the person. She had already closed her eyes in fear of getting hurt, but when she didn't feel anything, she opened one of her eyes to see what was going on. She was stunned to see the sharp eyes of Jungkook through his long hair. He was holding her, his face just inches away from hers. She couldn't believe she was seeing him this closely. Suddenly she thought it wouldn't be good that she could meet Jungkook again. She thought it was some ghost and she screamed. She tried to move away from him while screaming, but he quickly caught her mouth with one hand and gripped her waist tightly with the other hand. She was frozen when his arm touched her lips, holding her even more closely. He could hear her heart beat fast as he was too close to her. And when it goes to him, by hearing his voice, her heart fluttered. She even rushed to hearing him calling her name. By her eyes bright up, he understood she won't scream again. Then he pulled his hand back from her lips, let go of her from his grip, and adjusting his shirt, stepped out. Looks like you remember me too. She nodded awkwardly. But isn't it true? She was in love with him, but he thought she at least remembered him. Are you okay? How will I be okay when I see you again? What did you say? I said I'm okay. She said, tucking her hair behind her ear while blushing. He smiled at her blushing and asked something, as if he didn't hear. Where do you live here? For my studies, I am living away from my family and staying with them near my university. She was talking and her heart was racing with happiness. She never thought she would talk to him like this one day, but she noticed that he wasn't blinking his eyes at her. Why are you looking at me like that? You are more beautiful than before. I saw this during my sister's wedding. You still remember my looks? As if I haven't seen you. She didn't say anything as she was too happy and finally knowing he even noticed her. She thought he wouldn't even remember her. Why were you rushing on me? For ice cream. I missed the ice cream bar. Do you love ice cream? Very much. Okay, I'll take you for ice cream now. Why would you take me? It's not like we are close to or anything. She asked innocently and he chuckled, putting his hands in his pockets as he stepped towards her. Leaning over her, she clutched her face and whispered slowly. If he close, then who knows? He might get close too. She looked at him, wondering what he meant. His behavior was very strange, which she never expected from him. Let's date one. She widened her eyes, unable to believe what she heard. Jungkook, is that really true? Yes, sir. I want to date you. I came here for my studies. I came here. See, let's not disturb your studies. Let's meet during your free time. Now, let's exchange phone numbers. She nodded, and he took her phone from her hand and dialed his number. Anne smiled at her before leaving, and he winked at her. That says she found it and fell on the floor, unable to handle this much from him. After a while, both her friends were splashing water on wine, and finally she woke up. Are you okay? Why did you faint on the road? Because of Jungkook. She came to me and asked, let's date. Jungkook? Hello. Have you been started hallucinating? No, what I'm telling you is true. You see, I even got his number. Vine showed them the phone number, and both her friends were shocked. Vine told them how she got it, and that's when the two of them started screaming happily, finally realizing their friend got the bargain. I'll select a beautiful dress for you for your first day, and I'll put on your makeup for you. I don't even need anything to impress you. I just want a person who loves me genuinely, but I'm scared. Their faces filled when they saw Vine's face and tears filling up her eyes. Hey, why are you doing that? She held Vine's hand. I don't find anything that easily. What if something goes wrong between us? I can't tell you. Mia hugged Vine. Stupid girl, don't try to overthink me. There is destiny written between you and Jungkook. And that's where he came. Nothing bad is going to happen, okay? Vine nodded, and they were giving her courage by hugging her, because Vine is a very sensitive person. The next day, Jungkook picked up Vine in his car and took her to the ice cream parlor. She was looking around for anyone, but there was no one there, which left her feeling cold. Why is it RMG? Because I booked it all for bottles. She was speechless, and soon four waiters came and placed a variety of ice cream on the table. Shining winning. Jungkook gestured for them to eat, and they left. Why so many ice cream flavors? I won't even eat 10% of this. I want you to taste them all. When you said you love ice creams very much, I decided I wanted to show you how many flavors of ice cream there are in the world. Well, you will not believe. She blushed when he called her weight. He took a spoon and scooped some ice cream and brought it towards her lip. She hastily ate it. Do you like it, right? She nodded while eating. Then he took the same spoon and put it in his mouth and ate the same ice cream. Vine couldn't take her eyes off him as he was eating. Tell me where you want to go. I'll take you. And tell me whatever you want to take. I'll feed you. Whatever you want. I don't care. I'll put you in front of you within minutes. She was having doubts. He booked the entire parlor for her, and now he was asking for whatever she wanted. It would take so much money to spend on this, wouldn't it? Jungkook, what I heard about you was that you just work as an intern, but why are you trying to spend money on me instead of saving your salary? And not me. I'm a businessman now, and my main question is, paying her eyebrows. I'm part of the mafia, operating in city. Vine was scared, but he quickly held her hand, calming her fear by rubbing her skin. See, I'm not a bad guy. My profession is just mafia, and that's how I do business too. So trust me, I won't harm you or anyone. She took a few seconds to nod in blank agreement. Now tell me wherever you want. Jungkook, I don't want anything more. No, say me. You should ask for anything. I'll get it for you on the spot. No thanks. Her phone started ringing and she finished when she saw it was from her. She hurriedly put, I need to go. I forgot an important task. He held her hand before she got in. It's not fair. I'm sorry, but I need to go. Well, I'll let you go. But you should come to me wherever I go to after this. Will you? She went silent but touched him. Surely I'll come. Hearing this, he let go of her arm and she hurriedly left, driving her mom back. Then Jungkook spat out saliva and started forcefully vomiting until the ice cream he had eaten earlier came out. He took some water, swished in his mouth, and spat it out, wiping his lips with the back of his palm in disgust. Till now, Jungkook had been wisely dating her, making her even more sensitive towards him, manipulating her, and making her fall deeply for him. Every day she gave her lips and showed fake love, slowly grabbing her. When one was feeling anxious, squeezing her hands together, her two friends came in and saw her. One wore a simple white dress with her hand left close. She had gotten very well, but she was tense. They both went to her and sat beside her. Hey, why are you like that? We have been dating Jungkook and telling us something special about him every day. We have been happy with him until now, but what happened suddenly? He said to me this is enough dating. This is the last day, and he wants to say something to me. I'm getting scared. What if he tells me he is going to leave me? If it's true, then what will I do? Stupid, why are you always thinking the worst? Today confess your feelings to him. I think I can. Can you live without him? No. Then propose to me tonight. Jungkook blindfolded her and took her somewhere, telling her it was a surprise. She was feeling tense, wondering what it would be, but when he removed the blindfold, her eyes filled up with tears, and she saw him kneeling down and holding away in his hands. I love you. Will you marry me? I will. He put the ring on her finger and then she hugged him, falling back for tears. He broke the hug and looked at her. Let's get married, Juan. I need my parents' permission. Let me tell them, and I need to finish my studies. You know what I want to do and what my goal is. So let's not get married. I need time. Hey, she squished her cheeks, bringing her face closer to him. You can continue your studies, and our marriage is just to make you closer to me. When I woke up, I need to see you first, and when I sleep, I need you beside me. That's all. But my parents, are you suspicious of me for any reason? Just look into my cameras and see, did I ever test you wrongly until now? Or force you to let me kiss you once? And you are still suspicious of me? Mitchell, I never meant to think about you like that. She shrugged his shoulders and stepped back from him. Then she tried to hold his hand, but he didn't let her. She was getting worried, thinking he really felt sad about her past. Wrapping her arms around his neck, she attached her lips to his for the first time. It was their first kiss. Making him pleased, she was expressing interest that she touched him. After a while, she moved away from him and said, I never suspected you. Really, I'll tell my parents about our love. What if they don't agree? I'll make them agree to it. Trust me. I'm having doubts because they kicked out your brother for marrying me. Jungkook's eyelids touched. After running away from the wedding, so they might not agree for both of us. What should I do then, Jungkook? If they know about me being Minji's brother, they won't agree. So don't tell them I'm her brother until after the marriage, okay? At least I'll tell my brother and your sister. No. She flinched at his suggestion, but he softened his voice and deepened his shoulders.
head I fear
If we tell them about our wedding, then they will say they will come.
that my
If
mind
they come, then our marriage won't happen. So don't tell them yet.
haunts me somewhere much
Hmm.
deeper. I've been
Promise me, you will marry me and don't tell anyone until after marriage.
clear, sometimes it could
She didn't even blink and promised him.
feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing
2 days later, when her parents arrived and Warren went to the market, they asked her to live with them and stay with them, so she could continue her studies from there. She told them about her love story, but her mom didn't agree, while her dad thought it overpatient. Wait a second, honey. How? She's just a student. Why does she want to marry someone else now? I can't.
I got nightmares in my
She believes us and told us about her love respectfully. She is asking our support to marry him and says she can continue her studies instead of running away during wedding with someone else and ruining our reputation like Jungkook. That's okay, and she respects us. Can we respect her wishes and let her marry her lover? Okay, Ryan. Thank you. She hugged him and Devot hugged her back, kissing her forehead. They love Ryan so much.
looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks. I've had enough. I don't want to
Jungkook married Warren simply in wedding only of two important days. Jungkook's mom and Warren's parents and had two films. The wedding went perfectly.
thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got night
Now Warren was in the bedroom waiting for Jungkook. She was thinking that she might be doing wrong by hiding who he was from her parents, and she felt bad for not even telling her own brother about her marriage. She didn't feel well now, thinking about all this. Jungkook entered the room and saw her. He closed the door, and at this time, she saw Jungkook with his back facing her. She swallowed as he turned towards her and walked toward her. Did my wife wait for me too long? No, Jungkook. He was unbuttoning the upper buttons of his shirt, revealing his shiny skin. She gulped eventually, thinking he was undressing for her. Then she spoke immediately.
everything feels like you're sticky stuck.
Jungkook is nothing. He stopped unbuttoning his mouth, pulling his eyebrows. Then when we will leave, I told him, our marriage happened so suddenly, for the wish. But I didn't really prepare for this. But I prepared for this night a long time. He was unbuttoning his shirt as his expression turned red, and she started clutching her dress. Jungkook, what do you mean? I mean, you must do it.
Haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head. I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into